Hi guys. So I haven't been live for like this for a little while. We've done dog walk lives, but we haven't been live like this for a while. Can you all hear me okay? Welcome to Defending Elvis. We've done some bloody good videos this morning. I really enjoyed the Elvis meeting the Beatles video. Go and watch it, guys, if you haven't watched it. It's fascinating. Yeah, most of us know the story, don't we? But I still liked discussing it. So, hi Serge, you're eating spicy chicken pasta. Well, what time is it here in the UK? It is 12:51. So I haven't eaten yet. Obviously, you know I'm on a diet. I'm on a 24-hour diet because I think I've been on carnivore diet for about 3 years now. So I only eat twice a day. I never eat in between. And obviously I've got me butter coffees, guys. Oh, I love it. I just made this is my second butter coffee. Butter coffee stops you getting hungry. Look at it, guys. Look how tasty looking that looks. Creamy. Butter coffee is creamy. As long as you use an electric blender. I use this machine here. See this? See it steaming away? I put butter, coffee, milk, water in that. And you blend it in that. And then I froth the milk afterwards. It's got a setting on it that froths the milk. They're only about £25. And it makes me my butter coffee. You must blend it though. Hi, Deborah. So, just so you know, guys, we're not going to get as many people on the lives at the moment because we let me just get my settings up because let me go right. So because we had to shut down the channel because we had strikes put on us by you know who. I won't mention names. The channel was basically shut down for nearly 2 weeks. It's completely messed everything up. Yeah. So I'm not expecting loads of people on our live streams, 20 if we're lucky. But it will get back to normal. It'll gradually, it's like even our videos. Yeah, we're getting between 200 and 500 views at the moment per video, but that'll double. That'll double. It will it will take a little while to get back to where it was. Yeah, this is what's so annoying about when people try and shut us down, abusing the YouTube system with copyright strikes. That then we have this recovery period that takes months. Yeah, which is frustrating, guys, because it is what it is. Anyway, so this is my plan. I think I want to go through the Brigitte Kruse and Priscilla Presley lawsuits. I want to do this like a newbie. I want to do this as if we know nothing about the lawsuit. Yeah. Like we're trying to learn again. We'll refresh. This is a refresher. So this is for the new people that are joining our channel, Defending Elvis Presley with a Forgiving Heart. Remember, that's our new name. We're trying to defend in a kind way, in a respectful, forgiving way. So none of this is hate. We're definitely upset with Priscilla Presley. We're definitely going to expose the wrongdoing of Priscilla Presley. We're very upset with her book. We do want Brigitte Kruse to win the lawsuit. I definitely support Brigitte Kruse. Bridget phones me, we chat. She joined us on a live stream the other day. I'm very fond of Brigitte Kruse. Yeah, and she's very open and honest with me. She is having a tough time with this lawsuit, guys. Yeah, all the strikes are gone, which is fantastic. We are strike free. We should never have got them in the first place. Yeah. And from now on, I will always challenge any strikes that come our ways. And do you know what, guys? I will win everyone. I will win everyone because I understand copyright law. And anyone that puts a strike on my channel, you're going to lose. You will lose. Anyway, that's not what we're talking about. So, look, I understand that there's strong feelings concerning Brigitte Kruse as well, because she used to be friends with Priscilla. very good friends, you know, even classed her as family. I think it took a long time for Brigitte to see Priscilla's true colours. Yeah. Isn't that the same with Elvis? Isn't it? Oh, that's a new name. Nolda Held. Hi, Nolda. Welcome to Defending Elvis. Always love to see a new name. Welcome to Team Elvis. Let's all say hello to Nolda. So this is going to be a long live stream because we are going to start from the beginning and we are going to try and understand the Brigitte Kruse v. Priscilla lawsuits. There's multiple lawsuits. Even Navarone has been served, hasn't he, with a lawsuit? But we're not going to discuss the Navarone one here. I want to discuss the Navarone one completely separately. My guess is Priscilla will fully support him and pay for that lawsuit. So I will say, guys, this is a bloody complicated lawsuit. Like this is like very expensive, very long-winded, could go on for many years. No one's winning. For both people, whether it's Priscilla or Brigitte, this is a nightmare. Even for Navarone, once it comes his way, this is a nightmare. Okay, so I want to approach this like we know nothing. It's Team Elvis. We don't know anything, and I want to be respectful to Brigitte because I really like Brigitte. Now with Priscilla, it's a bit different because I do feel, this is just my opinion, that Priscilla signed a load of contracts because she was in trouble. Brigitte came to the rescue and she just changed her mind. I honestly this is just an opinion. This is an entertainment program, not factual. We're just discussing things, yeah? Sharing opinions. But I honestly do think Priscilla just changed her mind. Honestly, it's that simple. And I don't agree with elder abuse. I don't think, even though she's obviously 80, but I don't think it's got anything to do with elder abuse. I think she just changed her mind. But you know, remember, this was a business decision between Brigitte and Priscilla. So if you renege on a contract, then the consequences can be a lawsuit. And this is what's happened. Brigitte feels she's owed compensation. Priscilla's trying to counter it and say elder abuse and say she's owed money. So Brigitte has come back a few times now demanding, is it 50 million? And Brigitte has made many claims. Obviously, the unplugging of Lisa Marie has been brought up. It's been brought up, wrongdoing at Gracelands when EPE was sold. Elvis Presley Enterprises, 85%. Even the name, image, and likeness was sold. The name Presley, the name Graceland. So there's alleged wrongdoing there way back was it 2005, I think? So when the billionaire bought it, Robert Silliman. So Brigitte has introduced a lot of alleged wrongdoing by Priscilla over the decades concerning the finances of Lisa Marie and of Elvis. None of it is proven. It's all alleged, but Brigitte has made it very clear. She has the evidence to back everything up. Brigitte has made it very clear. Everything she says is the truth. And remember, obviously, from the point of view of a civil type lawsuit, there is no proof, is there? Yeah, this is not a legal case. This is not where is Aruba? Hi, Nolda. Where is Aruba? Please understand, this is not. Hi, Rick. Please understand, this is not a criminal court. This is a lawsuit. Okay, this is like between Brigitte and Priscilla. Yeah, and Navarone as well. Yeah, and obviously Priscilla is trying to sue Brigitte Kruse's associates. We know that Brigitte Kruse runs with her associates, Kevin Fialco, GWS Auctions. If you Google it, GWS Auctions, will come up. Yeah, it's an amazing auction site. Brigitte Kruse, she knows what she's doing in that work. In the world of auctions, I'm on about high profile auctions, you know, not just memorabilia and cars, things like that. Houses, homes, very valuable jewelry collections. Like, but she's not just an Elvis auctioneer. She auctions many things, even for royalty. You know, Brigitte Kruse, she's in the big league. Her life is how can I say it? She mixes with royalty. Yeah. So, but she's also just a down to earth person with a family, with kids, trying to get through life just like the rest of us. She does feel very, very badly treated by Priscilla. Okay, guys, we're just going to get on with it. Now, this took me a while to put together. I had help, but I have to say, guys, this is very complicated. I wanted it to come across. I'm going to get your comments on my phone. I wanted it to come across like we're new, that we know nothing, and that we're learning together. This is an introduction to all the basics of the lawsuit. Okay, so a lot of you will know many of the things that I'm going to read out, but this is a refresher, and anyone new that's joined our channel, this is just to give you a basic understanding of all the different lawsuits and the different problems concerning Priscilla and Brigitte. Yeah, so I just want to I think we're going to be here a while, guys, because there's a lot to go through. I'm just going to get your comments on here. Let's have a look. Let's put you up on it. So I hope everyone is well. I hope you got yourselves a nice coffee. I'm going to stick this up. We are going to do the whole show in one hit. Right, my throat's still a bit bad. I don't think my throat's ever going to get better. Okay, right, here goes. Right, I got your comments here. So, you know, we're not a hate channel. We're not trying to attack Priscilla. I don't want us to be that. We have strong opinions. We disagree with many things Priscilla has done, and we expose her wrongdoing. No hate. You know, this lawsuit has been very draining and emotional for Brigitte Kruse. She's told me this, yeah? So, you know, this is a tough time for Brigitte Kruse, okay? So, right, let's start reading. So this is for Team Elvis and anyone that wants to join us and wants to learn about what's happening. I'm going to read your comments as we go, okay, guys? So, the facts, the complete timeline of the Priscilla Presley legal battles between 2023 and 2025. Now, I'm trying to just give us a refreshing, basic understanding of what happened, including the timeline of when things happened. Yeah, but this is quite general. I'm not a researcher. This is a fan discussing it with other fans. I'm no expert, okay? If I get my facts wrong, I'm sorry, okay? Now, this took me quite a while to piece together with help. Eventually, I got it to where I thought, right, this is understandable, okay? So, a quick summary of what's happening. This is not a simple lawsuit. It is multiple lawsuits. Breach of contract, fraud accusations, financial elder abuse claims, contract validity disputes, cross complaints, estate and licensing issues, accusations going in both directions. So, you know, Priscilla is countersuing. She's countersuing. Okay, guys? Both sides claim the other did serious wrong. So, yeah, Priscilla, she's throwing everything at it. Yeah? Both sides claim, nothing has been proved. Everything is, we're not at that point where they're starting to ask for evidence. We're not there. If anything, I would say they're all trying to get it all thrown out. Priscilla will be trying to get it thrown out, and delay it and do everything she can. Maybe even behind the scenes, they may all be pushing for settlement. We don't know. So I do receive updates as they come. As they come, I get the updates. Okay, guys? So both sides claim the others did serious wrong. Now here is a step-by-step timeline so everyone can follow. Okay, guys? So in 2023, sorry, I'll just say hi, Nolda. So Aruba is an island in the Caribbean, about 15 minutes, 18 miles from Venezuela. Aruba is an independent island within the Kingdom of the Netherlands. Oh, that sounds lovely. Well, you're very welcome, Nolda. So I hope you find this interesting. So in August 2023, Priscilla sends Kruse and Fialco a cease and desist, accusing them of misusing business rights and agreeing connected to their and agreements connected to their partnership. Now, this is where we get a thing of Priscilla's changed her mind. Yeah, allegedly, we think, not a fact. Just for entertainment purposes, this whole show is just a discussion channel, YouTube channel, where we share opinions. I think this is when Priscilla has changed her mind. Okay? So, that's August 2023. So, remember, Brigitte has put thousands of hours of hard work in her mind to help Priscilla, who may have been in financial trouble. Yeah? Not just Brigitte, also Fialco, her partner. So, and invested a large amount of money, hundreds of thousands of pounds, yeah, was invested into Priscilla. Remember, Priscilla also sold her name, image, and likeness. So the name Priscilla Presley. But now Brigitte has found out that Priscilla had already sold the name Presley in the 2005, I think, when she sold it to the billionaire Robert Silliman. When 85% was sold and Gracelands was rented to the billionaire, yeah, the name Presley and the name Gracelands were part of that deal. 85%. Yeah, don't forget, Riley still retains 15% of EPE, Elvis Presley Enterprises. Everyone knows Joel Weishankar, but there's more of them. Yeah, there's a group of them. But the shocking thing is, Gracelands was rented, I think it was a 90 or 99 year lease, to EPE. EPE run Gracelands. Yes, Riley owns it, and the twins will also own it soon. But it is rented to Elvis Presley Enterprises. They run it, guys. Yeah? So this is a big deal. Right, let's keep going. So in October 2023, Kruse and Fialco respond by filing the lawsuit against Priscilla, claiming breach of contract, financial disagreements, broken business arrangements. So basically, Brigitte Kruse and Kevin Fialco, they're not having it. They're like, we don't accept that you can just change your mind, serve a cease and desist, and it's all over. They are now suing for many reasons, but ultimately it's breach of contract, isn't it? She changed her mind. They want compensation. Now, at this point, the compensation figure was lower. Since then, it has been increased massively. Okay? So, in 2024, July, it gets more serious. Priscilla files her own major lawsuit accusing them of financial elder abuse. This was in all the papers around the world. We've all read about it, heard about it. We have done videos covering this topic many times, okay, guys? But this is a refresher, yeah? So they're claiming fraud. This is what Priscilla is saying. There was fraud, that she was manipulated, isolating her from trusted advisors, influencing her into signing unfair agreements. Her legal team states clearly that Priscilla is the real victim in this situation. Now, of course, how can I say it, guys? I just think she changed her mind. That's what I think. Yeah? I don't think Priscilla is a victim. I do wonder why Priscilla signed so many things, even power of attorney, full power of attorney, not a little bit of power of attorney, full. Even her bank accounts, even her medical stuff. This was serious. The deal even involved Navarone. Yeah? So this is a big deal, what Priscilla did. I'm shocked she signed so much away. I would say she was in a lot of trouble. Yeah. So, and she needed help. And Brigitte, as a good friend of hers, reached out to help her. Obviously, it's a business arrangement as well. Come on, guys. It's win-win. Everyone was looking to make money here. You know, let's remember we're talking about business entrepreneurs, okay, as well as friends. I do think Brigitte trusted Priscilla, and I think even Priscilla trusted Brigitte. So things changed. Hi, Jane. How are you, Jane? So, so in 2025, in June and July, there are multiple courts, multiple cases. A judge pauses the original Florida lawsuit, and the reason he paused it is that the elder abuse case and the contract validity must be decided first in California before the Florida case can continue. So we remember this. It was a jurisdiction issue. It wasn't really serious. Is it a delaying tactic? I don't know. Yeah. This stalls the original case and pushes the war into California. So that's where it stands. Is that right, guys? I think I'm right so far. So in August 2025, there's a big escalation. Kruse and Fialco. Let me just get this right. Kruse and Fialco fire back hard. They file a new 50 million lawsuit in Beverly Hills. This is big now, yeah? The file a cross complaint inside Santa Monica elder abuse case. There are new accusations. So this is where it gets very complicated and serious, yeah? Now remember, these are accusations, nothing's proved, but Brigitte has said she can prove everything, okay? So fraud, misleading them about past deals, issuing involving licensing and estate rights, claims about hidden jewelry and memorabilia, collection worth millions, disputes over contracts and financial control. Priscilla denies all of these claims. Okay? So this is the timeline, okay, guys? There are now several active cases running at once. The elder abuse claims, the Beverly Hills 50 million claims, contracts of validity disputes, cross complaints, no final ruling has been made. Both sides continue to accuse each other of wrongdoing. More filings and hearings are expected in 2026. So what does this mean? Right. So there's a huge amount of misinformation online. The Post gives the true sequence of events, the real legal facts, without. So obviously I'm on Brigitte's side, yeah. But I also want to, when we discuss this, I want to be impartial. You know, I want to be like, okay, even though we want Brigitte to win, don't we? Yeah. This is an evolving situation, and updates come through the court, and I'll make Team Elvis get. Yeah. So as things get uploaded, guys, we are gonna. I've got a few. I'm gonna keep you guys updated, right? So we've still got a bit more to go through. So I just quickly found some pictures. I mean, I get on really well with Bridget. Honestly, guys, when we chat, we're like mates. You know, we actually get on very well. She's lovely. She's respectful. She's kind. Whenever she joins our live streams, she has joined. She messages me personally. We phone. We chat on the phone. She talks to me on WhatsApp. She's very kind to me, guys. All right. So I just right, okay. There is a whole nother section. Let's have a look. All right, mate. Let's have a look. Yeah, so I quickly just put this on. This is the stuff that this is a bit old news, but I just thought I'd read a bit of it with you guys before I go. So Priscilla Presley wins round in financial elder abuse war. Keep long-time lawyer. The memorable auctioneer claimed Presley gave her legal advice should be disqualified. So she didn't really win anything. What I've learned is that it was a jurisdiction thing. Yeah, it wasn't really important. So I'm just going to read a bit of it, guys, before I go. Priscilla Presley fended off the challenge on Monday that sought disqualify her longtime lawyer, Marty Singer, and her attorney in her financial elder abuse against memorabilia auctioneer Brigitte Kruse. At the morning hearing in Santa Monica, Calif, a judge said Kruse failed to convince him that Singer gave her legal advice in 2022 and 2023 and related to her business dealings with Presley, thereby creating conflict. The judge called Kruse evidence very thin when it came to her claims. Singer counselled her over the phone twice. In her motion, Kruse claims she consulted with Singer when Elvis Presley Enterprises EP sent her a letter in August 2022 threatening legal action. So these are old clips, okay, guys? She claimed they spoke again in February 2023. EP sent a cease and desist letter claiming the Presley deal to the market violated the name, image, and likeness. Okay, so this is a bit more. I don't remember reading this. This is a bit different than the one I first read, but let's keep reading it. I have doubts, Judge Mark Epstein told Kruse lawyer about the alleged phone calls. You're given no evidence other than a statement by Mrs. Kruse. I've got no retention agreement, no email, no phone. So I'm getting confused by this, guys. Let me just have a look at it a minute. The judge noted that Singer claimed a sworn declaration that he had no recollection of any calls with Kruse, and even in the conversation occurred, the judge said they were not substantially related to the financial elder abuse. In his ruling, denying Kruse's effort to disqualify Singer, the judge said that he takes such motions seriously, but he also respects people's right to choose their own lawyer. He said Presley had a long history with Singer that credited her dealing with Kruse. Well, I'm a bit confused by this, guys. This isn't the one that I thought it was, right? I'm not going to read any more of that. What I wanted to do, guys, let's go to our YouTube channel. I wanted to show you guys. Let's get to YouTube. Let's make sure you guys can see it. So if we go, if you're new to my channel, guys, we have done a lot. Let me find it. YouTube Studio. Brigitte Kruse. The Priscilla. Let's see if it comes up, guys. Show all. So we have done. I want to just go through some of these with you, yeah? So if you want to understand the lawsuit, Brigitte Kruse v. Priscilla, look at all the videos we've done. We have done, it looks to me like we have done, let me count, should we count them? Let's go through them. So we've got the lawsuit with Brigitte and Kruse, Brigitte Kruse. So this is the guy who runs the channel where they discuss things with. They actually spoke to Brigitte's lawyer. I think they're called Law and Crime. Yeah. Then we've got another young lady who I think it's called Down the Rabbit Hole. She discusses the whole case. She goes into detail. She actually reads out the court documents in detail. It's brilliant. We did a part 1 and a part 2. You must watch it, guys. So go onto my channel, do a search, Brigitte v. Priscilla or Priscilla v. Brigitte, and this all comes up. We've got Rhonda at Presley Mania. She does a brilliant job covering every stage of the lawsuits. Come on, Rhonda, Presley Mania, it's a no-brainer. Yeah. She knows her stuff, and she actually reads out a lot of the documents. Yeah. So then if there's more here, we've got we've had quite a few discussions. We've had Brigitte Kruse join us on discussions where we've discussed it. I can see there's one here that shows Joe Rare Elvis photos. My guess is that he has discussed it. Let's have a look. Yeah, look, if you look, she's joined us, I would say 6 or 7 times. Brigitte Kruse has joined us. Yeah, Brigitte Kruse speaks to Elvis fans, part 1 and part 2. So, guys, everything you need to know concerning the lawsuit, Brigitte Kruse v. Priscilla, is here. And so, should we just click on one of them? Let's have a look. I'm just gonna... This story. All right, it's the old days when I was on my phone. The good old days. Do you remember the good old days, guys, where I would have the TV in the background? Let's put it there. The good old days. I used to use my phone, and in the background we'd have Elvis playing. So please do go through. Please go through all those videos. And what we're going to do, we're going to wait for updates as we receive them. And should we just? I'm just going to press play on this just for a bit of fun. See what I say, because this is like a year ago. Okay, let's have a look. Come on, we'll listen to it for a bit of fun. I actually don't know what I'm going to say. Broken Brigitte Kruse's heart. Now, she's a very famous, well-known auctioneer, a real hard-working lady. And all I can say about her is that when she has joined our show, she has been fully respectful and answered all our questions as well as she could. And I've got a lot of respect for Brigitte. And Brigitte, if you ever watch this show, please join us. You're very welcome here. We fully support you defending yourself against Priscilla. We fully support that. So I wonder if Brigitte had actually joined us at this point, because I do remember we were covering the lawsuit, and then out of the blue, Brigitte joined us out of the blue, unexpectedly. Right. So Presley is currently in a battle against I can't even say that word in the morning. Presley is currently in a battle against memorabilia auctioneer Brigitte Kruse, who is accusing the star of cutting her out of her life despite helping her financially. So, to cut a long story short, Priscilla was in trouble. Brigitte and Priscilla had been friends for a few years, obviously to do with auctioning items, that probably Elvis's items. Brigitte Kruse looked at Priscilla as her own, almost like her own mother. She really looked up to Priscilla, felt they were very close. Brigitte Kruse steps in. There's a possibility that Priscilla has serious financial problems, a possibility of a massive IRS bill, and her income had massively reduced. So they come together and they do a deal. The whole point of this deal is to make Priscilla have more money, to make Brigitte have more money. So contracts were signed, okay? Close friends of Presley had previously feared for her mental state and believed her to be an unwitting victim of financial elder abuse. Now, guys, we know that elder abuse ain't happening here. We know that Priscilla has all her faculties, and I know that she's 80 more or less, yeah. But I have watched Priscilla in quite a few little interviews. I've seen her at these different events, signing autographs for money, and there's nothing wrong with Priscilla. There is nothing wrong with Priscilla. So all this elder abuse is just a lawyer's ploy to wiggle out of the fact, in my opinion, for entertainment purposes, that Priscilla has signed. For entertainment purposes. Guys, do you remember this? When we were facing the other way with Elvis in the background. I can't do it anymore because there's too much traffic in my kitchen. It ruins the videos. But do any of you remember it? These contracts. And I think Brigitte told me that it's 4 contracts. And these contracts included signing over her name, image, and likeness. Now, it's also come out that Priscilla tried to sell Brigitte the name Presley, which was wrong because she'd already sold the name Presley to Bob Silliman, yeah, I think around 2005. Now, the name Priscilla, she can sell, and her image and likeness. So even there's a disagreement there, because Brigitte Kruse feels that she was sold something that Priscilla is not able to sell. So, so this is I've always wondered about this, you know. So part of the deal was Priscilla sold the name Presley, you know, name, image and likeness, Priscilla Presley. But she'd already sold the name Presley to Robert Silliman, the billionaire, in 2005 as part of this massive deal. You know me, guys, I don't think Elvis Presley Enterprises ever should have been sold off, 85% of it. I don't think Graceland should have ever been rented to EPE. It just shouldn't have happened, yeah? Now, some people try to blame Lisa Marie. I think Lisa Marie was ill-advised. I think the advice she was getting was wrong. Now, it's since turned out that a lot of money was given to Priscilla when this deal happened. It could be as much as $13.5 million. The figure that is thrown around is 6.5. Now, this is part of Brigitte Kruse's lawsuit. Yeah, I personally think there was wrongdoing when Elvis Presley Enterprises was sold. You know, 85% of it was sold, and when Gracelands was rented to EPE, you know, EPE, Robert Silliman, the billionaire. I personally think there was wrongdoing, but that's just my opinion. You know, Priscilla had already sold the name Presley. She'd already sold it, and I think in that deal was the name Gracelands. So when yeah, the good old days, Tammy, you remember. So when Priscilla what Brigitte is saying is that Priscilla sold a name that she did not own, that she'd already sold. Anyway, guys, I can't stay. I've finished now. We're going to come back for more. Thanks. Hi, Tammy. Hope you're well. Thanks, everyone, for joining me. I'm probably going to do a dog walk live. Yeah. I wanted to get on here and do a live with you guys, because I haven't been doing that many lives, have I? Not ones on my laptop. Yeah. So I hope this just gives you a basic understanding, yeah, of the lawsuit with Brigitte Kruse and Priscilla. Yeah, you're right, mate. We're the headquarters are at Louis' kitchen. Hi, Larry. So, guys, don't worry. We're going to do a dog walk, and I'll see you on the dog walk with Ella. Okay. So I hope this helped. Yeah, I've enjoyed this. This has been fun, guys. It's nice to get live with you guys where we can actually see each other. Yeah. And there's quite a few join us. There's over 40 of you have joined. That's things starting to get a bit more back to normal. Yeah. It's going to be a slow process as our channel recovers. Yeah. Obviously, you know, after those very cruel, unfair strikes, we're going to slowly recover and get back to where we were before we were badly treated. Anyway, love you all, guys. Gotta go. There's more lives to come. I want to try and do at least one live a day. Okay, guys? I'll see you on the dog walk. Me, you, and Ella. Love you, guys.